alright for old Ariel. Sorry, officer, I did it. Zzz. It's not alright for me. See, Ariel's a policeman. She polices. Police dogs can police. I'm a detective. I, occasionally, like to detect.
I'm sure
Tupolski is a detective in this totalitarian dictatorship. His partner's Ariel. And they have the relationship between the two is really interesting. Tupolski's the good cop, self-proclaimed good cop. And he's, I think the main thing of him as a character is he's very preoccupied with control. Ariel is very physical in her attempts to, create an atmosphere of control and power, but Tupolski's is more of, he needs everyone to know that he's the smartest person in the room, and he needs to know that himself. And if he suspects otherwise, that's when he starts to become sort of less predictable, maybe more violent, more spiteful. He has all the facts, he understands the picture, and sort of putting things into the neat boxes is the way he likes to go about stuff. Tupolski likes to think of himself as far as a detective goes, as being sort of in his tower. Keeping a distance between himself and the rest of mankind gives him the ability to see the big picture and to see things the way they really are. And then he sort of sees himself as maybe this benevolent hand that will come down and save people from criminals or whatnot. And so he really, he exalts himself, has a really big ego about being a detective, and sees himself as a savior of the stupid people below him. Ariel is the physical presence in the duo, but Tupolski is undoubtedly he's the number one detective, so he is the power figure in that relationship. So it's been really sort of an interesting challenge in trying to find slight physical cues and ways of delivering lines to make it really clear that the hierarchy that's present in this relationship and in the interrogation room. He's a very dangerous character, but he doesn't really have the raw physicality and the anger that Ariel brings. So it's been really fun trying to portray that in different ways, because he's sort of a scary friendly, very unpredictable, and he's sort of out there, a bit whimsical, which is can be, I think, very chilling at points given the sort of material of the show and the repercussions of his actions. So it's been really fun in the rehearsal process, trying to just improvise new things, or if the directors say, try it this way, just this once, and see how it looks. And that's been really fun. The dark humor is a blast. NRT is a weirdly big fan of Martin McDonagh and really likes putting on his shows. Because I guess there's just something about bleak humor that appeals to the club and just appeals to college students in general. It's really neat because this is a show where you're in the audience, and you laugh at something, and then you immediately stop yourself and you're like, is it okay that I'm laughing at this because this is a terrible thing? But that whole sort of argument is interrupted because there's another thing you should be laughing at. So I think that's really fun, and it definitely keeps the audience on their toes as much as the actors on stage. So it's just a great time, filled with a lot of rapidly shifting emotions and tones. So it's just sort of a roller coaster of a ride there. But it's great. It's a good time. You should come see it. That was convincing.